Hey guys, a quick video about couple news. It seems like this week is gonna be packed with all sorts of news, announcements, updates, changes. First of all, pretty important and big patches coming in PoE, changing how Synthesis Nexus works. You may even call it a true beginning of a Synthesis League. I'm not going to go through all the changes, but overall it seems like it's getting some huge quality of life improvements and hopefully massively improved rewards. So if you have been taking a break from PoE because you didn't like the league, maybe try it again at the end of this week. I even suspect that there is a possibility that this league may become one of the best leagues ever. Maybe that is just a wishful thinking of what the league could be, but who knows, maybe it will be. If you think that is a massive stretch, all it takes is some good rewards. People do anything for good rewards, and basically we will be able to select what rewards we want on what tile sets and place those tile sets wherever we want. It sounds a bit too good to be true, so I'm still a bit skeptical, but that is also why I said that it may become one of the best leagues ever. Next news. Wolcen game out of the blue announced that beta is most likely starting on March 28, which is like 2 days from this recording. I will link the full post in the video description, but basically it's still going to be just beta. It's not going to be a full game yet, but you can finally start experimenting with all kind of builds. So expect to see some videos about Wolcen as well. And of course I will be streaming Wolcen, so if you got time, come hang out and see how Wolcen looks like. Next news, 99.99999% that Borderlands 3 is going to be announced on March 28 as well, along with other Borderlands news. No idea about the release date, but in the future you can expect to see some Borderlands videos as well. Next news, I will also be playing Nova Drift game. It is an action RPG inspired by Path of Exile with a classic arcade space combat mix, and it is launching March 27. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be making any videos about it because, well, I just don't know if it fits to this channel, but it definitely has some interesting builds that you can do in that game. By the way, I'm not sponsored by anyone, so I'm not biased, I'm just interested in those games. So because I will be playing and streaming Wolcen and Nova Drift, it means I will have less time to play PoE, which brings me to this build that I'm doing right now. And I will do full build guide video, but it's not ready yet. I wanted to keep it as a surprise until I do a full build guide video, but it will take a bit more time. And the build that I'm doing is Crit Facebreakers. One Punch Man Season 2 has been announced. I believe it should be on mid-April. So I got hyped and the build was inspired by that. And it is Scion Juggernaut Pathfinder. So it is One Punch Man. And only today I got the crit body armor, but without too much life, so I'm still hoping to get a Leo Slam and maybe get a life roll. And I very much want to 6-link it, but I'm having terrible luck. Without 6-link it would not feel as one punchy as it should. And by the way, I am using Abyssus. It is said to be a noob trap, but so far I'm very surprised that I only died 12 times and I am level 88. And just today I defeated tier 10 Elder and all of his Guardians deathless, and within a couple more days I should be ready for the Shaper. There are basically 4 skills that I was thinking about using. Infernal Blow feels the best for, well, not really clear sweet, but aesthetically very pleasing to hear those pop, but it feels pretty bad. Maybe not for single target, but there's some kind of weird bug. If you select always attack in place and you stand next to enemies, sometimes you just don't do any damage because you're not actually close enough. So I stopped using Infernal Blow and tried using Consecrated Path, but then again I didn't really like it either. So now I'm just leveling with Tectonic Slam, which works very well for the clear speed, but it is not as much damage as I would have with Ice Crash. But Ice Crash feels a bit too risky because I have to stand too close to enemies. By the way, if you're thinking how on earth am I surviving with Abyssus and less than 6k life without endurance charges? Well, only 3 endurance charges. Well, I have developed this strategy called Don't Get Hit. Every time you don't get hit, it works 100% of the time. And you survive 100% of the time. It is amazing how such simple strategy works so well. So that's about all. Oh, one last thing. Everything I mentioned about the future for this channel is kind of on a cliff because Article 13 has passed and I'm not entirely sure what exactly is going to happen, but this could also mean the beginning of the end of this channel. Yeah, may start looking for a new job soon. Don't really want to end on such a grim note, so here's a cat pic. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.